Well, hey there. Hi. Hi. I love cookies. How you doing tonight? So I am on a mission to get out of working at a mechanic shop every day and do this for a living. Right now, I'm doing all this work for free, and I am paying all the materials. They are coming out of my pocket. So it's nice just to get a little help paying for materials every once in a while. I was asked here by the church who owns this place if I could restore some of these old 100-year-old headstones, and I jumped all over it. I said absolutely. And then being a church, I don't charge them anything. This headstone, October 14th, 1889. Family members of this departed right here is long gone, so there's no one here to take care of these old 150-year-old headstones. I really enjoy the work. I just wish it would get a little warmer by now. Alright, let's get to scrubbing action. Make quick work of that. Maybe I should find a better spot for my sign. Alright, this side is about ready to rinse off. It is way more enjoyable to be out here when the sun is out. My hands are already getting numb. It's only 35 degrees where I'm at in Michigan. That's all. All right, let's rinse off the front face. Come on. Okay. Alright, let's give this side a rinse now. God, the sprayer sucks. You invest into a power washer, cordless power washer. That's a little better. Alright. Switch camera angles over here now. There we go. Get my GoPro. Had to rig up this little stand because I'm running out of options for tripod, so I take my GoPro to an old camera stand I got out of a Goodwill. Holy crap, the sun was out earlier, but it is getting chilly now. Oh, there's a head caretaker playing water boy over there in a lawnmower. Bobby Boucher. I think it might be time for the drill now. Thinking about for Halloween this year, I'm going to come here and do a live reading of some horror stories I wrote, inspired by this cemetery, working long hours and nights out here. So give me a thumbs up if you want to hear some live horror stories while I'm doing some headstone restoration. Can't happen today though, I don't got the setup. I understand the drill is probably annoying on the phone audio. But if you want to see how headstone restoration is done, this is it. This side, now I can read it, now that all the moss and everything is off. This says, infant, son of J and E Donnelly. Died September 9th, 1889. Is that when the Spanish flu was? Somebody let me know. After I get done rinsing this, I'll show you guys around the headstone. If you want to see what it looks like before, if you're now tuning in, just rewind back on the live feed, I reckon. My phone is pointing away from me, so I have no idea if I'm even talking to anyone out there or if I'm just talking to myself, which I do a lot. I gotta have my phone pointing away from me, you know, the case side, because this shit flames everywhere. All right, let's do a little fine detailing, and then we'll give her a rinse, see what she looks like. You guys are gonna let me know if there's any ghosts walking around, right? You know how small towns are with their urban legends. Yeah, one day I hope to do this full time. I love history. I love the historic headstones. It's kind of a peace of mind being out here in the cemetery by myself doing all this. Right now I'm doing it as a kind of a charity to the church that owns the place, but one day I'm going to charge people to do it, hopefully. All right. Let's rinse her off. I know this hose is pretty weak, but I got a cordless power washer I'm going to be using here hopefully pretty soon. Not over pumping this damn little thing. If you guys know any good ghost stories out there, let me know. You can go to my YouTube channel and message me over there. Got plenty of stuff on there. I write horror stories myself, and I'm always looking for a little inspiration. And believe me, this cemetery does give quite a bit of it. You can check out some of my horror stories that I wrote over at my channel. It's my first time writing, so be gentle. I ain't no voice actor either, but I try my best on that. For those of you still watching, I appreciate your patience to see the outcome of this dirty bird. Yeah, she was pretty gnarly. A lot of these black spots right here are going to fade away in the sun eventually in the next week or two. That's if Michigan decides to have one nice day. We'll see. But once you get a good look at these stones in the daylight, and after the stone dries, it was amazing. And it's supposed to be raining here all day tomorrow, so even with a half-ass rinse, it'll be fine. The rain is just going to rinse all the vinegar that I used to clean the headstone with right off. And now we can give you guys a close-up. Mighty close to my birthday. Yep, so that's her all cleaned up. If you like, you can just scroll back on the live feed, see what this stone looked like originally before I touched it. Hell of a difference. All this stuff right here will come off with a type of vinegar solution, you know, after a couple of rains, after a few weeks. Basically, I use the same technique on this one right here. This headstone actually inspired a horror story that I wrote, so maybe you'll have to go on my channel and check it out. I got a whole video on Miss Mary right here. Her grandson was actually a governor of Michigan, Frank Murphy. I didn't know that till after I cleaned her stone. That was pretty neat. I also did her grandson, the governor. He's buried in the cemetery too. Right now we're over in Harbor Beach, Michigan. So this is one of the first headstones I ever restored. I do got some before and after pictures in some of my videos. I was pretty impressed how that one came out. Here's I think this might be the actual first video I ever did on YouTube, was this one right here. Kind of looked like that one at first. And here's another one that I did with my handiwork on it. So let's say October 28th, 1898. Then over here, I've been saving this one for a special occasion. I'm going to be doing a live nighttime restoration video on this bad boy right here. And we might be telling some ghost stories. Here's another one I'm saving for my live nighttime. So subscribe if you want to see, well, a nighttime video in a creepy cemetery. I bust out this one last summer. This was before I had my drill too, so I hand scrubbed that puppy. And it had a lot of them black spots on it, kind of like the headstone I just showed you that I just got done with, and they just fade away. I did all of the lambs right here. This one is a Spanish-American war vet. I'm proud to do any American veteran headstones for free. Yeah, I did quite a bit in this cemetery. I did these ones right here. Their family members are still alive, so I'm not going to zoom in on the names. But what I can show you is this one right here that I did. And I did a video on Judge Frank Murphy. You can find that on my YouTube channel. The guy lived a pretty interesting life. So I did Mr. Frank Murphy's here. Out of respect for the judges, they got a tough job. That I'm trying to kiss up to the one in Huron County. And right here we got another judge, his father. Yeah, the Murphys have a whole plot over here. Very interesting guy, governor of Michigan right here. And he's buried here in Harbor Beach, Michigan. In their quiet little cemetery. Lake Huron is right over there, so check out some of my horror stories. You can see where I get a lot of my inspiration at. And if you go to my channel and check out Pandora's house, that is the house I wrote about. I made up a whole chilling tale about working right next to that house. Gotta check it out. And every day when I come to get water, I say hello to baby Vivian here. I touch up her headstone every once in a great while. Do primarily a lot of children and veterans headstones here. Did this one quite a while ago. Should probably use a touch up in the spring. And right here, this headstone, I introduced my tripod I made. I call him Frankenstein. This headstone was completely knocked over by vandals a few years ago. I built a tripod with an electric winch. I hauled it right back up into place. Here's another one, my stone I did with my little handiwork. A lot of the stuff I had a hand scrub. And until I put a lot of time and love into them. But cemetery staff and the church that owns this place is very appreciative of my work. It keeps me going. Yeah, so I did that last summer. Yeah, I did that all by hand with a brush. Came out pretty good. Here's some more projects I want to work on this summer. This won't be an easy one. Probably only take me about a half hour. Now that I got the drill and the attachment for it. Let's think about knocking this one out today. Unfortunately, I can't do it live. I'm down to 10% battery left on my phone. Yeah, definitely got a lot of work to do here. Oh, here's another one. When I find these, I like to do an edging around and raise the stone up. Yeah, I got a few videos on that over on my channel. Gonna have plenty of more this summer coming. And look at that. Stone's already starting to dry. Yeah, this one came out pretty good. I'm happy with it. A lot of this stuff right here is gonna disappear once the sun gets on it, but it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, so we'll see. Proud of these white ones that came out. Oh, my phone is about to die. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. Appreciated the one person that I was watching right now. Some more of my handiwork. That was one of the first headstones I restored early last summer, probably back in June. It was completely tarnished black, and I was able to get it shine like a pearl. And as you can see, I got plenty of work to do here at this cemetery, so pretty grateful for it. That one was all tarnished black too, and I just used vinegar and water and cleaned it right up. And I swear it's the same damn bird that keeps crapping on the headstone. Maybe it's a sign. I'll show you an interesting headstone. Not that interesting. If you guys ever gone to my channel, you'll see this headstone featured right here on what not to do when you are resetting a headstone. I almost screwed this headstone up and had to pay a lot of money for it. So very interesting video if you want to head over to the channel and check that out when I get off here. And I did get permission from the church to use my redneck machinery and reset this bad boy this summer. Just gotta wait for the ground to thaw out completely. This one's on the project list. Well, let me know if you guys see any ghosts pop out, but I will be here in the summer when it gets warmer doing plenty of nighttime videos. I do have full permission to be in the cemetery after dark, so subscribe to not miss that. All right. I'm gonna probably do one more headstone and get out of here. My phone is about to die. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Subscribe for more. There'll be plenty of more live videos. I got tons of other shit on my channel too. I got local history, I got true crime, I got lighthouse tours. If it happened in the Thumb of Michigan, I have it on my channel. So thanks for all your support out there, and I will see you guys later.